Yeah, of course, not just the opposition parties, even the ruling party sources are admitting that there could be something else. The government has sprung many surprises when it comes to its legislative agenda. So nobody is clear. No, any agenda that the government would throw would be something that will create kind of discord or division among the India bloc.
Hours after the government called an all-party meeting on the eve of Parliament's special session starting from September 18th, the Lok Sabha Secretariat for MP finally issued a bulletin on Wednesday evening indicating what is expected to be on the table during the session. Deputy editor at the Indian Express Mathew here talks about the bulletin and other surprises one can expect in the special Parliament session scheduled from September 18th.
The government had announced the special session a few days ago, but there was no clarity about what is going to be in the agenda. But on Wednesday, the government in the morning said that they are going to call for an all-party meeting. And obviously, when all-party meeting is called, you have to tell the opposition parties, they are also elected MPs, you have to tell the opposition party what is in the agenda. So by late evening, the government came up with a parliament bulletin in which they have said that on 18th there will be a discussion on the subject parliamentary journey of 75 years starting from Samvidhan Sabha, which is Constituent Assembly, achievements, experiences, memories and learnings. It is a wide topic, but very interestingly the government had put the legislative agenda also, and the legislative agenda is not something like a shattering or something that call for an urgent special parliament session to deal with. Like in the agenda the government has mentioned the advocates bill, the press and registration of periodicals bill, the post office bill. One in the more little controversial bill was this chief election commissioner and other election commissioners appointment, conditions of service and terms of office bill, which drew criticism because it is considered as a move from the government side to kind of overthrow what the Supreme Court has said about the appointment of chief election commissioners in its judgment in March. So that is the only, and for the Rajya Sabha, they have also said that the repealing act, basically the government has passed a bill in the Lok Sabha to repeal certain bills, certain laws which are irrelevant now. So none of this is calling for a special session. That is what the apprehension the opposition parties also have expressed. The first debate, the discussion is like many in the government said, it may be starting on a solemn note, like basically no party can oppose or no party can object to a discussion on India's achievements since the Constituent Assembly's meeting. So it is like, but the critics as well, the opposition also say that basically the government, the ruling party MPs will make use of this opportunity to talk about or to give a progress card of the Narendra Modi government in 9 years and the success of G20 meeting in Delhi, and also the Chandrayaan 3 launch success. So it will be seen as an opportunity for the government to give its the report on glories of government before the crucial assembly elections in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Telangana and Mizoram, because the monsoon session, the winter session which would come up only most probably after the assembly election are over. So it is giving a government an opportunity to talk about what has it achieved in the past 9 years. Not just the opposition parties, even the ruling party sources are admitting that there could be something else. But if you look back, even in the monsoon session, the government did not come up with the actual agenda before the session started. The bills which are going to replace CRPC, Evidence Act, this has come up as a surprise. It was not in the list of business which was declared when the monsoon session was announced. So, and this government has often done that. When in 2019, when they came up with abrogation of 370, taking away the special status of Jammu and Kashmir and the statehood of this Jammu and Kashmir, it did not announce it in advance. It just came to the house. On that particular day, the Home Minister came to the house and announced the Rajya Sabha and announced this government's decision to move the bill. So, like I said in the past also, the government has sprung many surprises when it comes to its legislative agenda. So, nobody is clear, nobody is sure that this is going to be what they have come up with, what they have given in writing is going to be its agenda for the special session. It is something else. We do not know. There are a lot of speculation. It is, people say that it could be women's reservation bill, which could be a path-breaking thing, because Prime Minister Modi would like to have the legacy of providing the 1/3 of quota for women, which is going to change the electoral scenario entirely. And parties also will find it difficult, because the established MPs would not like to give away their seat, and more than any others, I think Congress would have. But the regional parties may not have that kind of issues, like TMC, Trinamool Congress, TRS, BJD. All these parties have already declared that they want to give it unconditionally, and even the Congress and the left parties also have unconditionally supported it. Any topic, any agenda that the government would throw would be something that will create kind of discord or division among the India bloc. All this agenda which they have mentioned don't call for a special session of parliament to take it up and to go for it. That is what actually the opposition, because even the BJP leaders are saying there can be something other substantive, more other than what they have already specified. So actually even the Bulletin, which has come up with the agenda for the special session, did not clarify clear the air about the ambiguities about the special session. The 5-day session's actual the real picture is still unclear. All these things, one nation, one election, or even uniform civil code, it is all time-taking process. All what government can do, if they are so determined, is because it has numbers, they can just initiate the process. But even the women's bill, for that matter, it is a time-taking process. Will have to be there. All what the government can do is to initiate the process for this kind of thing, because nothing is. It's not like triple talaq. It is not like abrogation of 370. Even that we know that it has taken a long time to process it. So you can just take away the special status, but to make the state in compliance with other laws, several allied laws have been passed, linked, have been passed by Parliament later to give the Jammu and Kashmir region, that uniformity. So similarly, it is a long process, any of this, like whether one nation, one election, UCC, or it is women's bill. It is a long process. It will take. What the government can do is to declare their intent and initiate the process.